We reached our fourth panel of the day about Bitcoin Ordinals. So yesterday, Daniel Luca from EdenBlock had a really insightful keynote about Bitcoin Ordinals and what can you do with it. Today we are here to dive in even deeper and find out if Ordinals are going to break Bitcoin, how many protocols do you have on Bitcoin, and actually how can you use them. For that, I want to invite on stage, first of all, the moderator of this panel, Daniel Tamas from WAM. Let's give him a huge round of applause. If maybe? Okay. Daniel Tamas will be here in just a moment. Until then, let's welcome Robo Sapiens. Let's give him a huge round of applause. He's right here. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Also, Astorre Viola from 23 Labs. Let's give him a huge round of applause as well. And Daniel Luca from EdenBlock. And Daniel Tamas is there as well. Let's give him a huge round of applause right now to the moderator of this panel. Okay, I think it's okay. You can start the panel. Daniel Luca will be here in just a couple of seconds, so you can make the introductions and we will go from there.
Mic check. Is this working? Yeah, awesome. So I suppose everybody is interested in the Bitcoin stuff. And we're all here. So excited to talk about Bitcoin, ordinals, and a lot of things. But before that, I want to thank you guys for being at, I think, the most important and the most awesomeness event for NFTs in Eastern Europe. And please give a round of applause for the organizers because they actually deserve it. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce everybody very, very quickly, but you see their names on the panel behind us. You have Astorre, you have Robo Sapiens, you have Daniel, and you have the ugly guy back there. I'm Daniel, I'm the co-founder and CEO of WAM. And today the focus is on these guys. While we're talking, follow them on social media, see who they are, see what they do. It's important that we get this Bitcoin stuff more hype. I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves and then we'll get right to it. You can start.
Okay, I can start. Hi, I'm Daniel Luca. I'm a very technical person. I'm a developer. I did security, especially in the Ethereum space. This is just like a short intro. I'm in this space since 2017. I built analytics platforms. I did security research, security audits with Consensus Diligence, which is one of the top teams in this space. I also co-founded a stablecoin. And now I'm active as tech lead in EdenBlock, which is a crypto native VC.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm Robo, artist and the co-founder of Bitcoin Bandits. My background comes from advertising and communication, and yeah.
GM. I'm Astorre. Where is everyone? I mean, it looks like we're like in 2013, and this is like the first Bitcoin conference. I mean, we are on Bitcoin 2.0 already, so some hype. I mean, be a little more present because right now we are talking about like the father of all the blockchains. I'm representing 23 Labs, like the best builders around. Yeah, let's have a little bit of fun.
Cool, guys. So, Just a quick show of hands. Who knows about ordinals and what ordinals are? Okay.
Yeah, we're early.
Yeah, we're early. By the way, these guys on the stage said that they have 100 euros for people who bring in other people inside. Congratulations.
Paid in crypto.
Yes, paid in crypto. Okay, let's get to it because it's an exciting topic. We've been doing some stuff on Bitcoin. We got to chat a bit about that. And my first question is, given that we are at NFT Bucharest, is why are ordinals different than NFTs? Why do we speak about NFTs on Bitcoin? What is just so everybody is clear on that.
I was actually chatting with Stănescu behind, that's why I was late. Because when I wanted to make this presentation, I had a talk yesterday about ordinals. I thought like, are ordinals NFTs or not? And I had to like stop myself and go back like, yeah, of course they're NFTs. Like technically they're non-fungible. So I wouldn't say they're different, and I don't think we should consider them different. Like if we consider them different from NFTs, that means that there is only one type of NFT, but NFT is actually a category. Like it's not just NFTs, the ERC-71 on Ethereum, there's also the 1155s on Ethereum, there's also NFTs on Solana, so there are all kinds of NFTs. This is just a category that identifies non-fungible tokens.
Yeah, I would say that ordinals are same but different than NFTs. And the biggest difference is that on ordinals, the data being, I don't know, image or text or whatsoever, it's inscribed directly on chain. So basically, Bitcoin became from store of data, became store of data, sorry, from store of value became store of data. And I think this is a huge improvement, and also it stresses the network in a way that will bring innovation out of it.
Yeah, and on top of that, ordinals are Bitcoin because every single one of it is inscribed on top of some sats. That's the major difference between ordinals, let's say, and any other NFTs. Okay, I mean, you can inscribe on chain on other chains as well, but at the end of the day, if you don't really like the ordinal, if it's been rugged or anything, you can exchange that for Bitcoin. I mean, it is a Bitcoin, but it has on top of it some data. Even if it's like I don't know, a text, JPEG, audio or video format, anything that you store on your sats is basically a Bitcoin itself. It has intrinsic value, that will be like the main difference between an ordinal and an NFT. And as Robo already said, the chain is getting a lot of tests, let's say, right now. Because the maxis have this opinion where, we don't want like your shitty JPEGs and all of that stuff. We don't want to get our chain slow. But this is like the main test for the chain. And we witness with the launch of runs that it's not ready for main adoption. I mean, you can't use it right now at the scale we want. I mean, if some mints already got the chain congested to the point that you paid like $300 or $400 for a simple transaction, it means we're not there yet.
This also happened with, I like your representation. It's like taking a banknote and drawing the image onto it. So it's still a banknote in the end. You can still use it as a banknote to buy something. And this happened similarly with Ethereum in December 2017 when CryptoKitties got released. You couldn't use the network anymore. So it's happening right now with Bitcoin. It's very expensive to actually use it for something else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when everything overhyped or hyped hits the market, we witness the failure of our chains because right now we are not really ready for mass adoption, but we're on the right track. We are experimenting with a lot of new stuff that's being deployed to a lot of chains, and this is like a major point for Bitcoin because for the first time we have something different built on chain, and whatever the maxis like it or not, meme coins and JPEGs and all of that stuff will bring like the masses to Bitcoin because right now some see that there is no point of investing in Bitcoin for high returns because it's already very big and all of that stuff. It has nowhere to go, blah, blah, blah. But if you give them like a playground with meme coins, with NFTs, with all of that stuff that can bring more value to the users, then we can see that ordinals, runes, and everything that's built on top of Bitcoin will bring the masses.
One thing that I want to stress out is the fact that the inscriptions are forever. And I mean, as long as BTC chain will be there, I mean, those inscriptions will be there. Or that means that even, I don't know, art, for example, is a great way of using ordinals. And we saw that ordinals were auctioned on Sotheby's or Christie's. I mean, huge art auction houses are already auctioning ordinals, right? And another interesting case is Project Spartacus, if I'm not wrong, where that project asked people to inscribe very sensitive data in order to be there forever and censorship resistant. So there are plenty of good use for ordinals and for BTC per se as a blockchain.
Okay, we're going to go to the next question, but meanwhile, until we get to the questions, I want you guys to think of something else. What would it take for you guys to change the picture to a vampire that is not launched, but don't answer yet? Just keep that in mind. On BTC, you don't have smart contracts, or at least this is the general perception, right? Not in the terms like EVM, but you can have smart contracts in a different way. Now, the question many people have, I've seen this online, is how can ordinals achieve the same or superior functionality? Because when you talk about NFTs, you don't talk solely about the image or the artwork that is being encapsulated.
Here there are two things that I'd like to mention. First is that on ordinals, you can inscribe HTML and JavaScript, which already makes ordinals programmatic in a certain way. And what is happening now, this is the second thing, is that Quantum Cats, a project led by Yudi, he's fighting now to reintroduce OpCat, which is a very strong step forward in order to build smart contracts directly on blockchain. So we are not there yet, but we can somehow work around. And actually, we can use another blockchains together with the mother chain, with BTC. So there's no worry of not being decentralized with ordinals and inscriptions.
Yeah, it's like a full evolution path. We had first the ordinals, then came the BRCs with a tremendous bad trading experience, and now we have the runes and then the BIP 420, right?
BIP 420,
yeah.
which stands for Bitcoin Innovation Proposal.
Yes.
So we are already there. I mean,
So,
on testnet, we have smart contracts on testnet.
Yeah, so we are like growing together with the chain because if anyone like traded BRC20s, it was like the worst experience in terms of token trading, mostly because they were treated like NFTs. But we don't want that. The normies don't want that. The retail doesn't want that. Everyone wants to have like very easy like access to trade these assets, right? I mean, imagine someone going and loading his Unisat wallet or Xverse or something, then trying to mint a rune, paying, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of dollars in fees and getting nothing. That would be like the first and the last experience with runes or, I don't know, ordinals for a normie, okay? So we want a friendly playground to get there, to reach the highs of other chains. I mean, the highest rune right now is like standing at, I don't know, sitting at 250 mil market cap, while Doge and the I don't know, Shiba and the biggest meme coins are at multi-billion market caps. And we're talking about Bitcoin. I mean, these things should not be faded because someday they will outgrow every other chain out there, okay? Because it's like the daddy coin, the daddy blockchain.
So Bitcoin has smart contracts, but these smart contracts are not Turing complete. You can't do every kind of operation on them. You have a very limited set, right? And I don't see the Bitcoin community adding enough operations so you get there, because historically they didn't want to make a lot of changes. So now even if you want to buy ordinals, you have to trust the other person that you're sending Bitcoin to, that they will give you the ordinal back. They will make the inscription for you, because there's no atomicity in the transaction. It will happen at a later date, and you trust them. Okay, so if you want to add smart contracts in the like Turing complete smart contracts on Bitcoin, I think probably L2s could do this. L2s for Bitcoin, L2s that are directly connected to Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin community will always protect how Bitcoin works, and this is part of their values, and I do respect their values, but people want more. And we're already seeing a lot of an emergence of Bitcoin L2s of different forms. They are either EVM-based or WASM-based or even maybe Bitcoin-based. So like you can do operations on them with different rules, with more functionality, and they're still connected to the original Bitcoin chain.
Yeah, the thing is that everything that's happening on Bitcoin is closer to decentralization as anything else. When we think of, let's say, BRCs, there is no mint authority, there is nothing to be done after the BRC is on the market. The same goes with the runes. And also we witnessed the same movement inside the ordinals, let's say, NFTs, PFPs ecosystem. Because until now we had like these, let's say, cults which were like built around some figures. We have Frank for D-Gods. We have Luca for Pudgy Penguins. And then comes someone like ZK Shark, which is building OMB, that is omnipresent by missing. Because everyone knows that he knows everything about anything that's happening in OMB and in the Ordinals ecosystem, but he's not that present on socials. He tries to detach the project from the individual, which I think it's the way to go, because I mean, that's what we want. Okay, if Frank steps down, what will happen with DGADs? Probably going to zero or near that. I mean, because the whole project was built around his personality. Please, Robo.
Yeah, speaking now as a community project founder, what I've noticed is that on Bitcoin, the communities are more mature than on Ethereum or Solana or any other blockchain. And why? Because people somehow took their experience on the previous mentioned blockchains and came here with way different expectations and way another approach. So people on Ordinals are more mature and they are helping each other. We are all trying to push the boundaries and to build something great on top of Bitcoin and at the same time with Bitcoin.
Okay, we have 5 minutes left and so many things to talk about. First of all, do you guys have an ordinal, any type of ordinal? Have you purchased one? Okay, I have one. So we're still like early, it's like 4 a.m. right now. It's that type of early when you're still groggy about stuff. A lot of Bitcoin maxis would say ordinals break Bitcoin. Bitcoin was not supposed to be used like this. Why are we putting freaking JPEGs on Bitcoin? It slows down transactions. It increases the fees, and it just why? Well, what's your take on it?
Okay, I want to get violent here because those laser eyes are violent about this approach. But their father, which is Mike Saylor, now is building a protocol on top of ordinals, right? I mean, DID, which is digital identity, is built now with fucking ordinals, right? I mean, those laser eyes can brag as much as they want about how good they are and how honest they are, but at the end, their father is with us, right?
Okay, how many Bitcoin protocols are there? How has the ecosystem evolved since last year in January?
A lot.
Just name.
I mean, if until now was this FOMO where everyone was launching layer 2 blockchains on Ethereum, the paradigm shifted a bit, and now they're launching them on Bitcoin. And we can see that with BounceBit, with BVM, with Merlin, and so on. People are trying to bring what we've been talking about to Bitcoin. Meme coins, DeFi, seamless trading experience, and all of those things that would bring the retail to Bitcoin. So the answer is a lot. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm excited about Bitcoin. I started doing several things on Bitcoin, and it's so much fun. But I'm masochistic in nature, so I like pain. But it's fun. Again, it's fun. We don't have time to go through all the questions, but one of the questions that is on my mind and many others maybe, what the hell are runes? We just had ordinals, and now we have runes. I love runes. We have runes. I'm going to brag about that. But what are runes?
Briefly, the runes are shitcoins on BTC, but it's not a joke. It's like a new protocol. So, for example, for ordinals and inscriptions, we are inscribing data on various sets, right? On runes, we are inscribing data on UTXOs. So that's a whole new concept, and it's way easier than those JSON blobs that were BRC20, which were shit by my opinion and by others. So runes is a huge step forward in having shitcoins on BTC, and I'm sure that projects will find a way to use runes in a more workative, if this is a right word, way, right?
Yeah. They're trying to ease like the trading experience. They're trying to make it like reachable to everyone. Because right now there are only like I don't know, nerds, degens, and that's
Who's
Farmers?
a degen? No. Do you know the degen term? I mean, you should know. Who's a degen? Who considers themselves a degen? Okay, so now you can degen your shit on Bitcoin in a much fun way. Well, what's your take?
But why do you think there's a difference between the people who buy ordinals and the people who buy runes? Why do you think they're not all degens?
No, for now there is no difference. There is no difference. I mean, it's like the same shitty trading experience, but they're working on that. They're trying to make it as easy as it is to trade on Uniswap, to have just like a swap button and not those inscriptions of, I don't know, 100...
JSON blobs.
yes, Mr. Yen Japanese, or I don't know, anything.
We have a few seconds left. Give me a one-liner about why ordinals and shitcoins on Bitcoin are awesome.
Ordinals are awesome because they prove that Turing-complete smart contracts actually work, and they work much better than they work in Bitcoin. Like, people in Bitcoin are really try so hard to make these have value and utility, and it's going to be very, very difficult for the Bitcoin-only people to get there. And we already have this in Turing-complete smart contracts, Ethereum, Solana. I think there's a lot of value that people can build, but I'm not sure when they're going to get there.
Okay, yeah, to be brief, I would say that ordinals are forever and bandits are forever. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Short line.
More, on top of that, the difference between anything else and ordinals, BRCs, runes, I don't know, you name it, is that they are yours.
Cool, guys. I hope this panel was interesting, that you're into ordinals. Thank you, NFT Bucharest, for a Bitcoin-oriented talk, and see you guys in many, many events to come. Remember, go on Twitter, follow everybody on stage except me, if this is my morning face. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Cow on top.